Hello. We're back. It's Sherlock time. TikTok, it's
Yay!
Sherlock o'clock. Yeah, we left off last time. I think like we didn't start the next mystery, I believe.
No. Yeah, we finished not the train one. What was the one after the train one?
We did the train one, and then has it left my brain already? Oh
I
boy.
know. It was last week.
Oh boy. What was
it was the one in the bathhouse.
Oh, right.
And he killed him with an ice knife.
Yeah, and there was the Roman ruins and stuff. Okay. I do remember. My brain does remember with a little bit of
The letter is on the table, Holmes.
Yeah.
You should take a look.
Okay. All right. Letters on the table. What table? This table? No. This table.
Look at how cute this is.
I know. It's very
The letter is on
cozy.
the table, Holmes.
The
You
rain,
should take a
too.
look.
Hi, Toby. Oh, I can look at the telescope. I still don't know why.
So strange.
That's
She's just always looking out her window.
gotta come into play sometime, right? Like, it's gotta be relevant at some point? I don't
The
know.
letter is on the table, Holmes. You
Very
should take a
strange.
Maybe.
Okay, what do we got?
I can tell from Lestrade's handwriting that he was in a hurry when he wrote this letter. I can tell from
Okay, just open it.
a wax seal with the monogram E.B.
Okay,
Well, that's weird considering it's from Lestrade.
right.
The Brackenstall family coat of arms.
Yeah, you must be using somebody else's stationery. My dear Mr. Holmes, I should be very glad of your immediate assistance in what promises to be a most remarkable case. It is something quite in your line. Except for releasing the lady, I will see that everything is kept exactly as I have found it, but I beg you not to lose an instant, as it is difficult to leave Sir Eustace there. Yours faithfully.
He wrote that at 3:30 a.m.
So, what is it, Holmes?
It's urgent, I guess.
Promising, as always, it appears to be a case of murder.
So you believe that Sir Eustace is dead?
I should say so. Lestrade wouldn't have sent for me for less. His writing shows considerable agitation, and he is not an emotional man. These people belong to high society. The quality of the writing paper, the EB monogram, their coat of arms. The crime was committed before midnight.
Holmes, how can you possibly tell?
Well, it is all thanks to Lestrade. He wrote his letter at 3:30 in the morning. Imagine the chain of events before that. The local police had to be called in. Scotland Yard was notified. Lestrade himself had to make haste there, and finally compose the letter he sent to me. All of that makes for a fair night's work.
It makes sense. Lestrade also speaks of the woman he released.
That seems to indicate that she had been held somewhere during the crime. Much time has been wasted. Let us find a cab and go to Abbey Grange immediately. I live in hope of an interesting morning.
Did you see the bullet holes in the wall?
No, I didn't notice that. Very on brand. Okay, what's gonna be the deal with this murder?
Ah, Mr. Holmes and Dr. Watson, here you are. I'm very glad that you have come, but perhaps I should not have troubled you after all.
And why is that?
Lady Brackenstall has come to her senses, and she has given so clear an account of the affair that there is not much left for us to do. You remember that Lewisham gang of burglars?
What, the three Randalls?
Exactly. The father and two sons. It's their work. They stole a silver service, which is of great value.
Sir Eustace Brackenstall is dead, then?
Yes. His head was knocked in with his own poker.
A violent act of aggression.
She did it.
Yes, the poor lady. She has had a most dreadful experience. She was assaulted and tied to a chair. But I think that you
Huh.
had best see her and hear her account of the facts. She's in the morning room with her maid, Teresa Wright.
Yeah, I'm
Where is the
instantly
body of
suspicious
the
of this woman who is
In
tied
the
up.
dining room. We haven't
I think the
touched
maid tied her up.
All right, I'm going to examine it.
She did it herself.
Very good, Watson.
All
Or
right.
maybe we just blamed the victim. I don't know.
Sir Warthen Brackenstall. Lord George Brackenstall.
Hello.
Ladies, allow me to introduce myself. My name is
Oh, wow.
Sherlock Holmes. I'm assisting
Quite
Inspector
a
Lestrade in this investigation.
Do you think she got that while
Mr.
she was
Holmes,
killing him?
I am the wife of Sir Eustace
Maybe,
Brackenstall.
or maybe he
we
was
were married
abusive.
only a year
Yeah.
ago.
Then she killed
I
him.
am
but she's
sorry for
scared.
your loss. Please accept my deepest condolences.
I suppose that it is no use my attempting to conceal that our marriage has not been a happy one. I fear that all would tell you that, even if I were to attempt to deny it.
What happened?
Can you describe to me the events of yesterday evening?
Is it really necessary? I have already told Inspector Lestrade all that happened.
Yes, madam, it is.
Calm.
I will tell you then. Sir Eustace retired about 10:30. I sat in this room until after 11, absorbed in a book. Before I went upstairs, I entered the dining room to fetch a candle and... oh God.
Please, go on.
As I approached the French window, I found myself face to face with an elderly, broad-shouldered man who had just stepped into the room. Close behind the first man, I saw two others. One of them struck me a savage blow with his fist and felled me unconscious to the ground.
And then?
When I came to myself, I found that they had secured me tightly to a dining room chair. It was at that instant my unfortunate husband entered the room.
He fought with the intruders?
Yes, I think he had heard them, for he was holding his stick. But they were three, and he eventually succumbed. One of them, the elder one, struck him a terrible blow with the poker. I fainted once more. When I opened my eyes, they had withdrawn. Then my brave Teresa came to my assistance.
Is anything missing?
Did these three villains steal anything?
Yes, I found that they had taken the silver from the sideboard, but you can see for yourself in the dining room.
Interesting. It looks like she has blood on her cuffs.
Yeah.
Is that potentially from inspecting his body?
Huh.
Oh, yeah, very
On her hands. That's weird.
yeah, on the back of her hands.
You mentioned that your marriage was not a happy one. Was there anything specific that was troubling you?
He was not a nice man when he was drunk, and he suffered from dark moods, but nothing else.
I mean,
The bruises on your hands are at least 1 week old. Your husband caused those bruises?
Oh, do you? Yes, he did. He was very angry at the time. Out of control. Again. Sir Eustace was a drunkard. To be tied to such a man for life is worse than death.
Your ladyship?
Huh. Ooh.
I know it's hard.
I really feel like she killed in self-defense and she's scared.
Yeah.
And her maid is helping her cover it up.
Teresa, I would like to hear your testimony.
Certainly, sir. As I sat by my bedroom window, I saw three men in the moonlight down by the lodge gate. But I thought nothing of it at the time. Oh, if I'd known.
And then?
I went to bed, and it was more than an hour after that I heard my mistress scream. And down I ran, to find her tied to the chair and him on the floor with his head smashed. That's all I know.
Interesting. What do we got? What's your story? You got wrinkles.
Oop, there's blood on her sleeve.
Mm. Oh, yeah, there's... Oh, coffee. Okay. What's this? Family business booming. The Randall gang is back on the street. Less than a fortnight ago, this infamous family of burglars, the Randalls as they are known, made their reappearance by way of a brutal but successful intrusion into one of the wealthier homes in Sydenham. The police are already on their trail. However, the details of this crime are being kept confidential, including the name of the victim. A witness was able to provide a precise description of all three men, and this will surely give the police a chance to complete their profile on this family of delinquents. We will take the liberty of reminding our esteemed readers about this highly dangerous band and to provide the full description as it is available at this moment. The gang has been in business for some considerable time, being a family of three, a father and his two sons. The elder, Jack Randall, is a man in his 40s and already gray-haired, while of average height and build. Being the mastermind behind the burglaries, he retained control over his sons, both of whom are close in age but very different in appearance. The first son, William Randall, is tall and broad-shouldered with a small, disproportionate head, and younger brother Melvin Randall is of a somewhat weaker constitution and is as skinny as a rake. The gang isn't wanted not only for their frequent thefts and break-ins, but for the exceptionally brutal pirate career they enjoyed before returning to England. Be alert and may your valuables stay safe.
The description of the Randall gang provided by Lady Brackenstall is identical to the one in the Times article.
Like, she read it and are using them as a scapegoat.
Yeah, that is what I read into that
trapper's
as
hut.
well.
This photograph of Lady Brackenstall and her maid Teresa was taken at a port, but which one?
You can examine, I think.
Examine the back. Oh, I see. Gibraltar.
So the lady and her maid
Been
came
there.
from Australia a year and a half ago on this ship.
Okay. Oh. This is like a hidden...
These scratches
Huh?
are most definitely made by the picture frame.
First,
Yeah.
This is Sir Eustace's safe. There may be something important inside. I must ask Lady Brackenstall to open it.
This is very similar to the Haunted Mansion wallpaper, isn't it?
yeah, look at that.
Okay. It was prompting me to do this. Witnesses who identified the criminals, the notorious Randall gang. I don't think... Well, okay, maybe they do. The robbery was faked and the whole story invented in order to blame Sir Eustace's death on the Randalls. Testimony and evidence match and point to the Randall gang. Okay, yeah, I don't want to choose one way or the other. That's the crux of the question, isn't it? Okay. Which one is
Lord
Eustace?
Brigham Brackenstall.
Are you Eustace?
Lord Ramsay Brackenstall. Baron Lyndon Brackenstall. The Brackenstall family seems...
You do seem austere. Oh my.
You should examine the
Oh.
body of Sir Eustace Brackenstall.
Okay. Let's do that.
So, Watson, what have you learned from examining Sir Eustace's body?
Well, I can confirm that the death was instant. Sir Eustace was facing his attacker when he received the blow to his head. There are no other apparent injuries.
The head was cracked with the force of the blow. That must be the murder weapon. Barefoot, he had therefore been in bed and did not have time to fully dress.
Okay.
Quite a large stick, a formidable weapon.
Oh, it's a lot of blood on
It
that.
is covered in blood. Sir Eustace might have struck his head upon it while falling from the blow. That is one possible explanation.
Okay.
A fur trader's cabin. A fur trader's cabin.
What is that?
A deer hunt.
Okay. So, like, is he just gonna say that for
The
every
hunting
picture?
scene.
Why is all this broken?
These wine bottles are expensive and mostly from France. This candlestick is valuable. It is interesting that it was not also stolen.
Yeah, why do we think they went for specifically, like, the silverware? Is that it? Usually it backs me out whenever I've clicked on all the things I can click on.
An empty silverware box. It appears that the intruders have stolen the contents.
Seems like it. It's not green. What am I missing?
I feel like you've
Feel like I what?
roved all of it.
I know. Ah,
A bottle of wine is missing here. The criminals did not thoroughly ransack the house. They only took a little silverware.
yeah. So to make it look like it was a robbery.
Sailor's knots. That's interesting. This rope was handled by the murderers. We need a scent hound to follow their trail. I will take it with me.
Okay.
This
Scent
is the chair
hound?
that Lady
That's fun.
Brackenstall was
So we can
tied
use
to.
Toby.
Oh, is that why we have Toby? Is he our trusty pup? Go find Toby.
The hunting scene.
Okay. Violent behavior. Assaulted his wife a week ago. Blood on the fireplace grate. Bent poker stained with blood. Witnesses who identified the criminals, the notorious Randall gang. The bell rope on the chair was tied with a sailor's knot. She probably sailed here from Australia, but we don't know that for sure.
Right, she was at a port.
The dead body of Sir Eustace
That one
was
with the bent poker.
yeah. that's not what I meant to do. I meant to hit tab. Gotta go get Toby. Hey, buddy.
Come on, Toby. We need the best nose in the British Empire in
Oh,
this case.
yeah. You got
My
this,
gosh.
bud. Is he following us now? I guess we're taking him. Oh, I love him.
Oh. This is okay so far.
Yeah. We should use Toby on every case.
I know.
Search, Toby.
Oh my god.
Amazing. Oh? Sherlock. Oh my god, call Sherlock.
Out this way. Dum, 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 dum. This is me sprinting, by the way.
Well, he's a little chunky.
The bats out. They're not the speediest. Good job.
The intruders entered the shed for some reason when they were making off with the silverware.
Seems
Seems what?
silly they would do that.
Yeah. And then they ran off this way.
Down the well.
Over the vines.
The intruder's trail is lost behind this wall.
Anything else? Did they go anywhere else?
When you came out of the shed, 2 ways to go. Like
We went that way
yeah,
to get to the wall. And I think this is just the one that led us here.
back the way we came. Okay. Well, we're still Toby, so
Yeah, there's got to be something else that it wants us to find. So I'll just do a lap, I suppose. This was the original one. Did it branch off anywhere? So they went to the shed. And then they went this way.
is Sherlock still standing? Yeah.
Yeah. Do I just have to click on him or something to become Sherlock again?
Can we?
Brave Toby. The best nose in the British Empire.
Can we get out the gate? Like if we wanted to go.
No. Weird. What am I missing? Sherlock? What do you want from Toby?
Oh.
Maybe they dropped something down the well?
The scent leads to the well. I should check it.
What if it's the silverware and she just
The
wanted it
criminals
to
left
look
the
like
house
something
through
was
the
stolen?
French window.
Yeah.
They walked to the shed.
I read another
then
mystery
across
book
to
where
the well
that was the
before
case.
fleeing
They
by
there was like a
climbing
lake
over
on the
wall.
property and they stole stuff
I wonder why they chose such a
just to
winding
make it look
route.
like a robbery and then just threw it in the lake. Yeah.
There's
Hello.
something glittering at the bottom there.
That looks
how
like
can I reach it?
silverware.
Heck, man,
I need
we
a
just
hook.
solved this so fast.
If only I had something with which I could lift that object.
Do we have to find something in the shed then, perhaps? Yes.
This hook might be useful.
It might.
Small gardening tools, nothing of great interest. Bags of seed. Some empty bags were recently moved.
Silverware stuffed in it. Perhaps.
Yeah.
This old suitcase sounds hollow. It must be empty.
Okay. Alright.
There's something.
No, I want to... There we go.
If only I had some.
Oh, there we go.
Silverware. This is hardly a coincidence.
No, I don't think so.
The Brackenstall coat of arms. It appears that we have found the stolen silverware.
Let's go ask about that. Well, actually, let's... Silverware found. Maybe... Found her fractured skull. Did any of these go together? Witnesses who identified the criminals. Okay, those two don't go together. Alright.
You were thinking.
I was just thinking she might have learned sailor's knots while on her voyage to England.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we still don't know for either of those yet. Okay. I want to talk to these ladies inside.
We found your silverware, Lady Brackenstall. It had not been taken very far.
Is that true? I am very thankful to you, Mr. Holmes.
And
Do you-
what?
Do you really care about your silverware?
I mean, she doesn't seem super bothered.
Lady Brackenstall,
I guess there's bigger
could you
things to
open
deal
this
with on
wall
this
safe?
particular day.
No, it is my husband's safe. I do not know the combination.
We have to open it.
Okay.
Your ladyship?
I'm sure we can figure out a way to do that.
We found your mistress's silverware.
Oh, that's good news. You really are as clever as they say.
Indeed.
That felt so authentic.
Oh, great. You're good at this. Oh, no.
Exactly. Lestrade, do you have anything?
Inspector, I have recovered the stolen silverware.
You are a wizard, Mr. Holmes. And where is it?
In the garden well.
Excuse me?
Unique, isn't it?
Rather absurd. What is the point of stealing silverware and then throwing it down into a well?
Exactly.
Perhaps it was used as a temporary hiding place. Or simply the thieves wanted to get rid of it. It is up to us to solve
Or
this mystery.
neither.
Right, I don't. There's got to be more to this one, right? This seems pretty straightforward.
I would say that there's more to it if they weren't beating around this option.
Yeah.
Because like, he has yet to be like, well, maybe, you
This
know?
door leads to the upstairs bedrooms. Apparently the criminals did not venture there.
Okay. Right, yeah, it seems like it's interesting that the conclusion has not been come to. Oh, there were 3 people drinking.
This glass has some wine traces, but no visible beeswing. There is beeswing at the
I'm
bottom,
gonna run to the bathroom
as if the
really quick.
wine had
I'll be
not
right back.
been decanted before being poured. This glass has some wine traces, but no visible beeswing. It is
I'm not.
rather strange that only one of these glasses has dregs of beeswing inside
Yeah.
it, while the other 2 are clear.
Interesting.
Chateau Calon Ségur, French wine.
Like there's an
Grand
unexpected
Cru.
third person, maybe? Whose glass didn't have. Or. Well, no. There would have been one person who did properly decanted. And then 2 people. I
A
don't know.
decanter standing next to the open bottle. An inseparable pair indeed.
Yeah, interesting. So why? Ooh, tea. What do we got? What do we got? Anything for me? Hello? Oh, mantelpiece. Ah, a piece of rope.
It appears that the bell rope was cut by someone taller than me.
How interesting.
What's interesting?
The bell rope here was cut, and Sherlock says it was cut by someone taller than him. And then also these glasses, one of them, the wine had been decanted, and the other 2, the wine had not had time to decant. So it was like there was either like different times people drinking wine, or different people, or like that, like there's something weird going on with the wine.
Antique hunting weapons.
Interesting.
Yeah, I guess we should go ask about those things.
There are 3 glasses on the dining room table. I was wondering if...
Oh, I forgot. When I came to myself the first time, Each of them had a glass in his hand. They might have been a father and his 2 sons. They talked together in whispers, and then they left.
Your ladyship?
Uh-huh.
But, like, only one of them was decanted, though.
Please leave my Mary alone.
I'm
She
here to solve
suffered
a
so
murder.
much, she deserves some rest.
Yeah, honestly.
Let us try to open this safe.
Oh, okay.
This safe can be cracked. I only have to pay attention. The dial will vibrate when it is set
God.
to the correct number.
What do we got? What do we got? A medical report. Sir Eustace, your current physical and mental state is of great concern. There are several signs of a hepatic decompensation. The last time that we met, your eyes were bloodshot and your skin was tinged with yellow. There is a particular odor from your breath that is common in those suffering from liver damage. Then there are the lung abscesses that we have discussed. The leg cramps you have described to me are caused by an alteration to the nervous system, which in turn is caused by an excess of alcohol. That includes the tremors. Your liver seemed excessively hard at the time of your examination, which is a sign of an evolving cirrhosis. There are also signs of ascites, or fluid in the peritoneal cavity, which are evident with your swollen stomach. The pain beneath your left rib indicates a pancreatic malady, which may lead to fatal and fulminant pancreatitis. Your condition may pose a risk to others. Your excessive alcohol consumption lowers your self-control and heightens your aggression. I am available to help you with this problem. There are a number of treatment options. Well, we knew he was an
Antique
alcoholic.
coins, possibly of value, but they're scattered without care. It is common practice to keep one's valuables in a safe behind a painting. It should not really pose a challenge for a criminal.
Right. They were not interested in the valuables, though. We know this. Ma'am?
Oh, what a horrible thing to have happened.
Okay, well, it just said that we completed the room where she's resting. In the dining room. Okay.
Maybe. The two glass.
Two
But
glasses.
they're not connected. They're just like, there's a difference.
Between these two?
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I guess maybe there's something we can derive from that. There were 3 people drinking wine out of these glasses. One of the 3 probably prefers wine with bee-swing. There were 2 people drinking wine out of these glasses. The remaining glass with the bee-swing consisted solely of the dregs from the other 2 glasses.
Oh. To make it look like there were 3? maybe?
No, I think um I think it's more likely it's this one.
Yeah.
See, I don't think this is true. What do we got here? Yeah, okay, I want to say this. Does that add anything
Yeah.
for us to do? Alright, what have we got here? Assaulted his wife a week ago. No.
Yeah. Hmm. Okay, yeah, I was wondering.
Yeah, like robbery is confirmed as the motive for the crime. The criminals may have plans to return. Yeah.
Absolutely not.
Yeah. Well, we know those two don't go together, so yeah. Okay. These don't connect.
Yeah.
I mean, I think. Alright. We still haven't found all the clues, though, so. What are we missing? Wasn't anything else further in the safe? Is there's like an area we have not. Oh, I might be able to say something to her.
Sir Eustace's doctor speaks of his violent behaviour.
Yes, Sir Eustace was an extremely violent man. A detestable human being, to be more precise.
So,
true
did you
That he once
guys
threw a decanter at me.
goodbye
Yeah.
Earl
Because
this
I dared
man?
to stand up to him and defend my mistress.
Yeah.
Sly devil. God forgive me that I should speak of him so now that he's dead. But a devil he was, if ever one walked the earth. We met him only
If they
18
did,
months ago.
I'm not
She'd only just arrived
sending
in
them to
London.
prison. If I can
It was
avoid
her
Yeah.
it.
first voyage.
Yeah.
She'd never been from home.
I mean, look at
before.
her eye.
One with his
Yeah.
title and his money and his
Marketing.
false London ways. If she made a mistake, she has paid for it, if ever a woman did. She doesn't have any friends here, so it was especially hard for her.
I mean, at home, there's little possibility that she or her maid are acquainted with anyone in the country. I don't think that's true. I think it's just a port.
Yeah.
Or that would
Like
that
if
would
he was
explain the
the third
knots.
person.
Yeah, maybe.
It would also explain someone taller getting the rope. Like if
True.
they hired some.
I want to. How did we see the picture? Ah. The name of the ship and the date of Lady Brackenstall and her maid's voyage from Australia. Okay. don't think these go together. No. Okay. I'm not sold on that 100%, but
Yeah.
I'm leaning that way.
Oh, what a horrible thing to have happened.
Okay, so we can't ask her about. Can we ask you about anything?
What do you know about Sir Eustace, Inspector? What was his reputation?
A charming man when sober, but an absolute demon when he was drunk. In such moments he was apparently capable of anything. Why, once he splashed fuel on Lady Brackenstall's
Oh my
door
God.
and set it alight. Another day
Yo.
he threw a decanter of wine at Miss Wright's head.
The alcohol.
Yep, they got
seems
together and
to
had this man
madden you.
murdered.
To the point
Yeah.
that we were
Whether
forced
by
to
themselves or
intervene
with
several
someone
times
else.
to avoid a
Rip.
scandal.
Okay, yeah, he sounds like just a lovely man. Murdered by the one person who was visiting that night. It was he who tied up Lady Brackenstall. He is tall and strong.
But I think she was in on it. So
Right. There's got to be a clue that goes with the one we have left. Did we miss anything out here, do we think? We looked through the shed. Were we able to look at this wall at all?
The intruder's trail is lost behind this wall.
Okay. We don't have like a T. We need to glean more information from this wall or anything. We went to the shed, but we've looked through there. I can't imagine there's anything else with the well. No. Okay. There's gotta be something.
A hunter scene.
Right, so like,
A trapper's hut. A trapper's hut.
yeah.
A hunter's cabin. The Brackenstall family appear to be preoccupied with hunting.
Yes, I believe so. Yeah, see, the glasses look like two of them have been drank out of. Like, it has this stuff up the side.
yeah.
And then this one is just on the bottom.
Weird.
So it's like, that makes me think they wanted to make it look like a third person was here. But there
Yeah.
was not a third person here.
Holmes, don't look at me like that. I don't know what to think about all this.
Well, me neither.
Oh, what a horrible.
Please leave my Mary alone. She's suffered so much, she deserves some rest.
Did we miss anything? I don't feel like we missed anything. Maybe we need to look something up.
Yeah, I was. Because sometimes that holds us up when we have to look through our archives, but I don't know that we have anything.
Yeah, we don't have much that I think would be relevant, but I guess we'll go check. Just to be sure. Don't have... Examine rope. That's
Let
what
us
it
see how
is.
the rope was cut. The fibers at the end of the rope are smoothly cut. Let us try to find out what tool was used to cut the rope.
Right, it's gonna fray.
The fibers from this cut appear to be different.
I bet it's a knife.
The fibers from this cut appear to be different. If I cut the rope with a knife, it matches the original.
Okay. Rope was cut once with a sharp knife and tied quickly in sailor's knots. That could indicate that the intruder had a sailor's background. The person who was visiting that night was probably a sailor. Look for a sailor. Okay. Search for possible sailor suspects. Yeah. Arrival of the Rock of Gibraltar. A ship returned. The Rock of Gibraltar, a bulk carrier from the Adelaide, Southampton, London line, has returned from a 6-month voyage through India, New Zealand, and Australia. The ship brought to England Miss Mary Fraser, the heiress of the Fraserite family, owning land and tin mines in Australia. This reportedly beautiful young lady is presently engaged to Sir Eustace Brackenstall, one of the wealthiest gentlemen in Kent.
Here it is.
Okay. So, address the Rock of Gibraltar ship owner and we can find the crew list there. Okay, Wiggins.
The shipping company, the Adelaide, Southampton, London line, and its address. Interesting. It must be the place where they keep the records, including the one for the crew of the Rock of Gibraltar.
I think that if you pretend you're from Scotland Yard, they'll give it to you without any problems.
But I have another solution. I'll call in the specialist.
Wiggins? Child? Come help me?
This child that we yell
Wiggins,
at
could you
to
come
employ.
upstairs, please?
At your service, Mr. Holmes.
I need a register, my young friend. If you could borrow it, there will be half a guinea for every one of you. I need the crew list of the Rock of Gibraltar in 1893, and their current employment.
I'm straight on it, Mr. Holmes.
Do you really think they'll find it, Holmes?
My secret police is better than the Yard in many ways.
Literally, I mean, that's pretty quick.
Here it is, Mr. Holmes. But we can't take it back. It's too risky.
Put it on the table. I'll take care of it. Good work, young Wiggins.
Okay.
This list shows the senior officers of the Rock of Gibraltar, on which Lady Brackenstall and her maid made their voyage. Lady Brackenstall does not know anyone in England. This must mean that someone on this list is our mysterious visitor.
Okay.
And these are the lists of the senior officers of the Adelaide, Southampton, London Line ships. Let us find out who was in London upon November the 7th.
Okay, not that man. November the 7th, 1894. Okay, not that man. Departure from London on... This guy was... Or this list was, right?
Yeah.
And they were not. So how do I select that? Oh, I guess I just have to cross. So, Jack Crocker.
This list shows the senior... Mr. Jack Crocker was in London upon the date of the crime, and he is due to depart in 2 days.
Go get him! Let's go get him. Da-na-na-na-na-na.
Is it just the one? Ernest Woods seems like it. Oh. Well, hold on. Henry Southward. Ernest Woods. I don't see any other duplicate names. But yeah, when I hit escape, it tells me that. Departure from Australia, got to London March the next year. Depart from Australia, arrive 5 days later. Depart from London, arrive. Depart from London. Okay, so this, yeah.
Mr. Jack Crocker was in... Mr. Jack...
I don't understand.
Mr. Jack Crocker was in London upon the date of the crime, and he is due to depart in 2 days.
Okay, but... Is he on any of the other lists? Like... Do we have to find all of their names to, like, be like, nope, they don't fit?
Oh, maybe.
This officer is still at sea, therefore he
Okay,
cannot be
maybe
involved.
that's what he wants. I see.
Okay.
I was like,
Well-
I done did all that for you.
This officer was on a
Yeah.
ship that sailed half a month ago. He wasn't in London at the time of the crime. This officer was on a ship that sailed half a month ago. He wasn't in London at the time.
Okay. Dun, 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 dun.
This officer is still at sea, therefore he cannot be involved. This
Henry Southward, where are you?
This officer is still at sea, therefore he cannot be involved.
Okay. We done
Captain
did it.
Jack Crocker is our mysterious visitor.
We
He
just
was the only one
overthought it.
around at the time of the murder.
Oh. Thanks, game.
This Crocker, do you think...
It would be interesting to meet him. Our young friend should be able to find him.
Oh, Wiggins.
Wiggins, Could you find a way to bring this Captain Crocker here to
Oh,
us?
wow. Just con this
Here?
man
Holmes, that could be dangerous.
straight into your house.
No problem, Mr. Holmes.
Sometimes his methods. I'm like, okay, I guess.
Yeah.
Mr. Holmes, I was informed that you were looking for me, and I'd like to know why.
Yes, it is important that we talk. You will soon understand why. You are acquainted with Lady Mary Brackenstall, are you not?
Yes, I think I do remember her from when I was first officer, but I still don't see.
It seems your relationship went beyond that of mere passenger and first officer.
How dare you?
Indeed, how reckless a feeling is love, particularly if one is prepared to commit a murder in its name.
Explain yourself this instant.
You are aware that the murder made the headlines of the morning press. You read the newspaper report, but to your dismay, found it much fabricated. Once you learned that I wanted to see you, you came straight away. You needed to know what I had found.
You? And what do you know?
That evening, you were with Lady Brackenstall, despite the danger.
I'm not afraid, Mr. Holmes. Besides, all of this is just guesswork.
You would be right if there was no evidence.
What then?
Okay, let's examine this man. I don't know if you can tell someone's honest just by looking at their eyeballs.
Their eyes. Yeah.
He's got dirty clothes. Newspaper ink. Interesting. Oh, that's a nice knife.
Ah. For cutting ropes.
Mm-hmm.
Lady Brackenstall was tied to a chair on the night of the murder. And
After
it was
she
you
murdered
who
her
tied
husband,
up.
or you did.
You call
Yeah,
that
I don't know if-
evidence?
I imagine
I feel like
he
he's
probably
protecting
did.
her. I don't. Yeah. The sailor's not.
Yeah. I forgot what this specific accusation
Yes,
was. So
as
I was
she
like, wait,
tied
which
with
one?
a sailor's knot. Your handiwork.
So, it's a sailor who's done it. That proves nothing, Mr. Holmes. I'm not the only sailor in London right now. Your theory is flawed.
You're the
anyway.
only one she knows,
On the
though.
night of the murder, I was aboard the Sharp. I was supervising the repair of a porthole.
At night.
It was an emergency. There was a leak. You can ask the ship's carpenter. He can confirm.
I'm sure that he can.
Perfect. In that case, we have nothing more to talk about. Good evening, gentlemen.
Holmes, what should we do now? Would you like to check his alibi?
No, there is no doubt that these men will testify in his favor, and there will be no way to check.
So, what then?
So, we must work with what we have. We have all the puzzle pieces.
Now I understand
Okay.
why you dissected the bell rope.
Alright, what do we think? So we've got Crocker's statement. He knows Brackenstall, but he might be lying about his occupation.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's this.
I think he's there. Yeah. But I feel like he's trying to protect her.
Yeah.
I kind of think she did it.
So.
Yeah, like. Definitely that, for sure.
Yeah. No, I think that's for sure too. So 3 people is just directly pointing to the Randalls. So there's a murderous visitor.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, we agree with that. He's definitely violent. Visiting was probably a sailor, yes. Yes.
Huh. Well,
What happens if we do that?
oh, okay. Doesn't like that. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. Okay, so what happens if we say he wasn't there? Does that mean we have to accuse him?
I feel like it's probably going to be a matter of accusing him and then whether we think he was protecting her or if it was like a cold-blooded murder. You know what I mean?
Yeah, okay.
We can always back out. I just want to see what this says. Was murdered by the one person who was visiting. Jack Crocker is a murderer, and you will bring him and his accomplice, Lady Brackenstall, to justice. The murder was committed in self-defense. Jack Crocker defended a woman against the violent and dipsomaniacal man. The murder mystery solved, but you decide to keep it a secret. There's no need to inform the police. I mean,
Okay. I definitely don't want Lady Brackenstall to go down.
Right, like I mean, I don't think this man would have murdered this man for no reason or like out of jealousy or something. Like I think
Right.
he was just protecting her. So I think it is, I mean, I don't necessarily know that they should both be totally absolved of the crime, but also like I don't necessarily think they should go to jail. So
And I feel like the only other option in this story is that we blame the 3 other people.
yeah,
Like we have to totally rewrite it, and that's just not.
that's
Not it.
That's not what the evidence is pointing to at all.
Yeah. So I guess it has to be this.
I think it's this.
Wiggins, could you ask Mr. Crocker to come here again, please?
Right away.
Why did you make me come here again, Mr. Holmes?
It is over. I know that it was you who killed Sir Eustace Brackenstall.
What?
I know because of the height at which the rope was cut. The knife used was a sea knife. The knots were sailor's knots, and not least the sheer force that was put behind the killing blow. And because you are the only one who knows Lady Mary Brackenstall in London. And because you love her.
It's true.
Ah,
It is time for you to tell us the whole truth.
I admit that I loved Mary madly from the first day that I met her. But I never did come to visit her, for I believed that she was in a happy household. When I talked to her maid, who told me everything, I was insane with rage. I was due to set sail for 6 months away. I wanted only to see her again. But it turned into a damnable nightmare when he barged in. He dared raise his hand to her. He was not even worthy of licking her boots. Oh, I regret nothing. I admit I killed the monster out of love for her. She will forgive me if she is able.
Lady Brackenstall already forgave you. She said nothing.
this music is very intense, and I'm like, I would need you to tell this
I
man we are not going
know.
to turn him
That makes
in
her an
because I feel like he's going to
accomplice
attack
as well as her
us.
maid. It places her in danger yet again.
Mr. Holmes,
You would not
Sorry.
have managed to protect her.
till I die, do you hear me? Here is a letter that sets everything clear, and it is the one that should be disclosed to the police. I am the only culprit. Mary had nothing to do with it. Now it is time to end this.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Wow.
No, no, no. I clicked.
Watson.
It's over, Holmes.
No.
We can do nothing for him.
Holy shit.
Here is a case that didn't end as I had expected. It is entirely my fault. I know that you have already drafted a summary of the case. You have my permission for it.
Can we redo this?
I hope so.
I'll think about it, Holmes.
Holmes! Whatever is going on here?
That is Sir Eustace's killer. He has performed his own brand of justice.
My God! But why did you not call me?
I apologize. Here is his letter of confession.
So much drama.
You have no idea.
Okay, no. No. No, no, no. I swear I clicked. It highlighted and I clicked.
We picked that we would absolve them, so why did we even have to do that?
Why, yeah, why was it so aggressive?
Yeah, I feel like that's the ending you get when you're like you're going to jail, and so is you know. But
Right.
Right. Yeah, he's like, I'd rather die than yeah.
Why did you make me come here again, Mr. Holmes?
All right.
It is
What?
and because
It
is time,
I admit, I was... Oh, I regret nothing.
Lady Brack.
Mary,
But that
Mr. Holmes,
you would not have.
till I die. Now it is...
Okay. Oh no.
the ooh, nice.
Please forgive me, Captain
Okay,
Crocker.
thank God.
I wished only to test your
Hold your
sincerity,
herrings.
and your words and deeds have far exceeded my expectations. See here, Captain Crocker, we'll do this in due form of law. You are the prisoner. Watson, you are a British jury. Captain Crocker, the evidence shows that you acted without premeditation and
Whatever.
used reasonable force to protect an innocent victim from her husband's brutality. Your devotion pushed you to attempt to kill yourself in order to protect the one you love. Now, what say you, gentlemen of the jury?
Not guilty, my lord.
Vox populi, vox dei. You are acquitted, Captain Crocker. So long as the law does not find some other victim, you are safe from me.
Mr. Holmes.
It is a great responsibility that I take upon myself, but I will give Lestrade an excellent lead, and if he can't avail himself of it,
I like
can
how
do
we
no
inspected this man. I
Come
guess
back to
he
your
left,
lady in a year,
but
and may
we
her
did not
future
notice that he had a
angels
gun on him.
justify
Apparently.
us in the judgment which
Yeah.
we have pronounced this night. Inspector, I'm afraid that the murderers have escaped us.
What? Do you mean to tell me that you failed? Never thought I'd live to see the day.
I mentioned the murderers, not the case. It is obvious that the crime was committed by 3 criminals who cannot be the Randalls.
You really think so?
You only need to find a gang of 3 thugs wandering around. I can trust you to do that.
So you're gonna
If
pin
they
it on someone
exist,
else?
I'll catch them.
You'll find someone, I have no doubt of it. Goodbye,
Holmes.
Inspector.
Okay, I don't like that.
Just wants him to like not find a gang of 3 thugs. I don't know. Maybe he'll keep being like, no, keep looking. We're gonna go with.
Yeah. No, yeah, I'm good. All right.
Alright.
I might call it there tonight,
Okay, sure.
if that's all right.
Yeah.
But if you want to play on another night this week, I'd be down, or we could just go for Monday.
Yeah, let's play night.
Okay. Well, we'll see you guys some other night this week. We will figure it out, and yeah, we'll see you for more Sherlock then. Have a good night, everybody. Toodles.